What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Fantasy Scholars. Can you believe it? We are a week away from baseball. I mean, what? We're a week away from the start of 2021. That is wild. I cannot actually believe that. Like, that's pretty insane. It feels like baseball has not been on for so long because I just didn't really watch too much of spring training, but we're a week away. Wow. Okay. Anyway, guys, I want to go over 5 mistakes you must avoid in 2021. Mistake number one, you got to realize that baseball is a grind. Fantasy baseball is a grind, you guys. You can't just hit the snooze button and just go, I'm going to sleep this season when you're about like, when we're like a month in. No, it is a grind, and you got to really be on top of your game because it's easy for players to just kind of forget about fantasy baseball like 2 months in. And I've seen this so many times with my league members where they just kind of collapse. They don't like, they just fade away. And this is not fantasy football. Fantasy football is, it's 16 weeks and it's just boom, 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 boom. This is every day, and it is a grind. It's through the summer, it's into September. It is a grind, so do not give up on your team. Up next, we have don't give up on your players too soon. And this kind of goes with the tip number one is you don't want to be trading away your top players already, like right off the bat, because it is a season. There's 162 games, and it is up and down. Your players are going to get in a hot streak. They're going to cool off, but you have to remember that you drafted that player. You trust that player. Don't give up on them after 2 weeks or not even a month. I would wait for like the halfway mark, and if you're like, I'm not really feeling this player, then yeah, then look to trade him, but trade him when he's hot. When the price is like really high and you're like, okay, when you trade him, gets really good value. Don't trade him when he's just down in the gutter because you invested in that player. You know that player has a lot of potential to be very good. Tip number three, never punt a category. This happens a lot for beginners where every category, guys, is important. Home runs, stolen bases, RBIs. Look at your settings, but every category is ideal and it counts. In my league, I have 6 hitting stats and 6 pitching stats, and what it is head-to-head categories. So if you completely sweep that season, or I'm sorry, that week, you go 12-0. But if you're going into a week where you're just like, I'm not going to win stolen bases, I'm not going to win holds, I don't think I really need to worry about Ks this season, I'm not going to draft the guy with high strikeouts, you're already going to be at a disadvantage. So you need to really look at your categories and realize that every category counts. And if you're weak in some categories, which is totally fine and very normal, then look to improve that category. Don't just completely punt a category. It will be a train wreck early or later on and early on because it's not good, guys. Trust me. I've seen it happen to teams where they've lost because of that. They're like, I never paid attention to stolen bases, and boom, fried, done. Their season ends like right at the end when they had a chance, and they kind of punted that category. Tip number four: don't stop trying to improve your team with waivers and making trades and transactions. This kind of goes with like my first tip. I said it's a grind. You need to improve your team daily, weekly, even monthly. Because here's the thing, guys: if you are like, I have a great team, I don't need to improve it, you're gonna miss out on so many good players, and your team is gonna fall behind. Yes, you may have a great team, but guess what? Injuries happen. Players get cold. You need players to step in. So pay attention to waivers. And remember, I'm here to help you guys. Once that season starts in 1 week, I'm going to be cranking out videos of top players to pick up and just pick up those players and, have them on your bench, or maybe if they're even injured, you can just put them on your IL because you do not want to fall behind. And it kind of goes the other way around. Like if your team is not that great, don't just give up because you can really get a good team off of waivers. Even if you have a couple really solid guys on your team, you can get some more guys off of waivers, and it could be really, really important. So do not give up on your team with improving it, and don't forget about waivers because it is crucial, especially 162 games. It is a grind, you guys. It is intense. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you've not been in fantasy baseball it is intense. So make sure to keep up with it. And the last tip, don't get too emotional with your players and the teams that you like. This happens a lot, and it's happened to me where I'm like, I got to draft the Cubs player, or I got to draft this player. I really like this player, and you're like, hopefully they can be good this year. Guys, it will burn you. I'll be honest. It burns. It's burnt me before, and it will burn you if you get too invested on the teams that you like and the players that you like just outside of the fantasy standpoint, because you got to draft players from every team. Even if you hate that player, like, I don't like this player. If they're good, they can help you win a championship. And guess what? You kind of want to win a championship, don't you? I want to win a championship, and I bet you guys do too. So don't get too emotionally attached to players and teams that you really like. Just focus on the players that are really good. And yes, they may be on your favorite team, but just keep that in mind. Thank you all for watching. We're a week away, you guys. It is going to get absolutely real soon. So if you guys have not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe. We are less than 50 subscribers away from 500. What? I cannot believe that. Thank you guys so much. Let's win this season. Let's all just win championships this season. I'll see you guys next time.